Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Doom Eternal for what might be the climactic episode. I wanted to start this one at the loading screen because I'm pretty sure as soon as I hit space here we're going to be immediately in it. Alright, I had a good weekend. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Let's do it. Let's get in here. Yep, pretty much immediately into it. Look at this salamander man trying to escape me. I mean, he's got to be a high priority, right? Because with a lot of the other enemies, I can at least keep an eye on them. These guys I find I have problems with. There's another dude right behind me, and then we are out. We'll figure out what we want to do with all those guys later. I mean, we should probably put some effort into the big guy. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not leaving behind anything that's truly terrifyingly dangerous. Okay, I shot half of his head off. That seems like a good start. He staggers real easily. I'm assuming, did we even try the Sentinel Blade on him? I'm assuming it won't work, because he's too big and impressive. But maybe that's not a fair assumption. Okay, down. Easy. This guy could probably go next. Oh, I think I maybe didn't actually let the flamethrower blade make contact with him. Flamethrower blade? You know what I mean. The flamethrower-y part of the flamethrower. I suppose we could chainsaw somebody at some point here. Apparently, shooting somebody with a flamethrower immediately unfreezes them. Who would have thought? Also, I'm not really using my blood punch at all. Alright, no escaping that. Looks like we got an arachnotron over there, which is something we can probably deal with. Oh, wow. I don't think I realized that a single rocket barrage puts those guys in glory kill mode before. Aw. If only I had been on the appropriate side of him. Okay, apparently that counts. It's a real good thing we have that upgrade that gives us our air dashes back on a glory kill, because that could have been bad. Alright, that dude is getting the blade. The blade works on him, right? Yeah. We have so many good weapons now. And in all of this, I haven't had to use the Unmaker once. I mean, let's not assume that the dangerous part's over or anything. We'll give you the... Well, it does help if I actually hit you. Give you one of these. Alright, now this guy, we decided that the flamethrower was a good way to go against him. Or flamethrower, the rocket launcher was a good way to go against him. But you know what? We probably could unmake him a little bit. Let's... Ooh, I don't actually have a lot of rockets left. I'm not allowed to chainsaw you, am I? No, okay. I thought maybe the chainsaw might take one form off of him. Well, there's nobody around here who's really worth chainsawing. I'm gonna... Oop, that's so bad. We're gonna use the Unmaker a little bit. Because there is Argent ammo just like up in the air over there, so I'm not too stressed about it. Okay. Flamethrower Blood Punch sets us up, and now I think it's maybe just this guy? Yeah, easy. Alright, buddy. Don't tell me to move quickly. I saw breakables in this room, and actually those breakables are probably the chains. But we're looking for secrets. Hold on. I mean, is there anything around here? I guess the only things I see that really look interactable are these two bits off to the side that are definitely just the critical path, so... Alright, fine, we'll do the thing. How do I... Well, I guess there is a great big green teleporter in the middle of the room. It's probably how they intended me to do this. Is there one more little guy in here? I would love to refresh my blood punch before leaving. This'll... Yeah, there we go. That'll give me some blood punch. Apparently you need a lot of health pickups. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe that Sentinel Crystal upgrade that gives you blood punch progress from pickups when your stuff is full is maybe not all that useful because of the very small amount it gives you and how relatively easy it is to just get the glory kills. Bam. Nope. There we go. Had to actually punch it. I was trying to just hurl my body at it at a high speed in the hopes that that would get the job done. Okay, we cannot jump through that. That would have been a good place to hide a thing, though, right? On like a little ledge underneath there. Alright, we dropped the thing. And the fast travel is unlocked. So, what did we miss? We missed cheat code, suit point. I mean, we're done. Suit points have 0 value. Toys. I mean, I like toys. It looks like there's the toy and the suit point are in this room. Or a toy and the suit point are in this room. Like, on a little platform under here. Oh, yeah. That's not how you get it, but definitely down there. Well, let's see if we can figure that out. And then we can just move on. We don't need to backtrack for an album and stuff. So, how would we... I know we can't get in this way, but I'm going to jump down there one more time and just see if I can... No, I didn't see if there was a breakable, or... What if we... Aha! There it is. Okay, well, the cheat code, I suppose, is better than a toy in terms of, like, stuff we'll actually have a use for, but also I like the toys. They're cute. And we probably... Honestly, we'll probably never use that cheat code, so... Okay, there we go. That's a way back up to the top, I guess. Alright, let's jump into the thing and ride the energy to Urdak, because Samuel Hayden said it was a good idea, and he would never mislead me. I am excited to see where this goes. Did I really not pull all the combat points? Well, that's embarrassing. Did I miss a secret encounter? I don't even remember. Yes, I did. Well, that's a thing that might have been worth going back for. I mean, not that we need the weapon points either, but secret combat encounters are gameplay, man. I do want to get all the gameplay. I'm having a lot of fun with that. So, we've been transported to the homeworld of the Khan Maker, which is to say, this is heaven. It's heaven. The souls of Earth's victims flow here, converted into a source of energy for a dying species. And we're gonna kill everything. Because Doom Guy. You only have so many verbs. There's 2, really. It's rip, and then also you can tear. Killmaker drones with... Yeah, okay. We don't need Sentinel Battery. What am I doing? We don't care about this anymore. What we care about is having a lot of fun. So let's do this in the way that is the most fun. I saw these, like, purple things. I was like, that's a color you don't see in the environment that often. Is that special?
Not quickly. The Khan Maker is nearby. We must stop her before she completes the ritual and gains full control over the icon of sin.
When did we, as a culture, decide that heaven was going to look kind of like real white and shiny and vaguely science fiction? I'm just thinking there's like a certain aesthetic that pervades modern, especially video game or things that are video gamey in tone, adaptations of heaven and hell, right? Like even the angels in Darksiders kind of look like they could be from here. If you think about like what their wings look like and stuff. It's weird. It's a weird cultural... I don't know. I don't know how people work. This is Urdak, the homeworld of the Makers. A brief age analysis of the structures and architecture here indicates that this world is older than any other in our databases. Similarities can be drawn, etc. Argent Denur, we're gonna kill everybody. Despite their seeming godliness, disclaimer, 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 the Father, disclaimer, 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 it's not God and angels. You're definitely not. We didn't make a video game where you go to heaven and kill all the angels and also God, but we kind of made a video game where you go to heaven and kill all the angels. Probably not actually God. Okay, that seems important. Let's jump into it. It's definitely not just going to peel all my skin off. Yeah, see? If there's one thing I've learned from video games, it's that you can always trust a big orange energy void. So, I mean, obviously we're going to continue looking around and hunting for secrets, because if anybody's going to have cool secrets, it's the Makers. I actually really love the name Maker, though, as a nod to the thing they're doing, where it's not spelled the way Maker is spelled. We're not saying these are the Makers, but, like, they're going to be Makers, you know what I'm... like. It's just the appropriate level of subtlety for Doom, which is to say none and also kind of a tiny little bit at the same time. Did I see... No, okay, I just saw a thing to jump into. So there's not... It doesn't seem like a whole lot of secrets around here, but... At the same time, there's so much space that we're jumping through that honestly there could be secrets, and I wouldn't even... Oh, okay, we have actually a considerable amount of air control when zooming through those. I kind of thought it was gonna Donkey Kong Country me into the other void, but apparently I'm gonna have to put a little bit of effort into it. Well, how could this place be heaven if I have to, like, try at stuff? I ask you. Ah. There we go. Okay. You also can air brake very effectively. I mean, this is neat. Look, I'm not going to tell you that I don't think this is cool. What I am going to say is, why would they build it this way? What were they thinking? What is the purpose of this? And I mean, we know what the answer is. It's Doom. They built it this way because they thought it would be cool. Sorry about this, Iron Man. Hold on a second. There's gotta be, right? Right? No. Apparently, it looks like there's maybe actually not any secrets down there. That looks significant. I mean, it sort of looks like a switch that you would push or something. I dig the... Man, I dig the architecture here. They have done a good job here making this place, like, very menacing, but in sort of a vague way where you feel a little silly for finding it menacing. And also kind of beautiful at the same time, but, like, very otherworldly. It feels alien in a familiar way, if that makes sense. Are these just maker drones that are going to come to life and try to kill me? Because this is what they look like, right? I guess these ones do look like they're just made of stone. Still, let's get the rocket launcher back out. Okay, here's where the trap is triggered, right?
You cannot stop the procession. We will not be able to control it! No!
Jesus. You guys didn't want to, like, secure that? Like, put a glass case around it? Or what did you think was going to happen? Well, they're going to be mad about this. Okay, I mean, I kind of hear what they're saying. There are ways in which this was not a good idea. That was a real weird looking bounce. It's okay, I'm fine. There's no fall damage in Doom, don't you know that? Most of the body is armored, the head is a weak point, shooting deals extra damage, and headshot kills drop additional ammo and health. Okay, that's cool. I'll keep that in mind. Are there, like, real demons here, or is this just learn to fight maker drones? I think it might be the latter. Well, that being... Oh no, that's a Hell Knight. Okay, wow, that's a considerable amount. So you can't, oh, hey, hi. So you can't normally, chainsaw those guys, right? We figured that out during that Slayer gate. But this is how you're supposed to deal with them. We just hadn't seen the tutorial yet. I have my, lock on there. It was very bad. You know, what am I doing getting this lock? Why don't we just shoot him with the rocket launcher? Why's it gotta be any fancier than that? Oh, hey, Hell Knight. There we go. Sometimes it makes sense to go for the lock-on. Not always. Doesn't have to be that complicated. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Doom. Fundamentally, very simple game. Just kill the bad guy. There's real enemies around here somewhere, right? This is a bad time to zoom in. That's way closer than you want to be scoped. Oh, this guy. Alright, what's my plan here? My plan here is to super shotgun... I don't know why I can never remember the names of these dudes. They kind of look like D&D salamanders a little bit, which is why I keep calling them salamanders. But that's certainly not the Doom name for this thing. I'm just like, I'm totally flustered right now. I'm not having trouble thinking. And you're like, hey SB, how is that different than normal? And yes, that's very clever. Points for you. Just kidding. Nobody gets any points. This is not a point-based scoring system. Stop hurting me. I need a second here. Can't you take my emotional needs into account just a tiny little bit? That's demons for you. Oh. Well, that was nice of you. It was very helpful. So do I get credit for headshot kills if I headshot them with a weapon like a shotgun where, like, probably only some of the pellets are hitting the head? Do you guys mind? Could you give me a second while I'm trying to figure this out? It looks like, no, it looks like it has to be a clean headshot.
The longer he is under, the stronger. There is a portal we can use to fall. We must reactivate the gate and get back to work.
Alright, I hear what you're saying, time is of the essence, etc., but, like, you know, I'm gonna look around a little bit. It's gonna take a second. Okay, that's... Why is there a I guess so that you can see enemies and plan your approach as you're running around the room at full speed, constantly firing? I don't know, man. Alright, I guess there's not a lot of other places to go here. I'm leery now, though. Like, the fact that we... Actually, I should be doing this from up there. The fact that we missed the secret encounter, the second secret encounter in that last map, has got me thinking I'm not paying enough attention anymore. Hold on, let's land on this. Try not to fly off the level. No, it doesn't actually look like there's anywhere to go from here. Alright, well, I was more thorough and I feel better about it. Boy, they are really generous with the grab distance off a dash. They'll let you basically hit that from almost a full dash away. In a lot of ways, Doom is a very forgiving game. You know, again, that like, play well for 5 seconds and you're right back in it mentality is pervasive, I feel like. It informs a lot of the design decisions. That's very significant over there. Hi, do you need something? I just fired that, that frost grenade clean off the platform. And then myself. Get it, get it. Oh. Alright, well, we are definitely going to go back and grab that sword fuel, because I need sword fuel. Because that's a video game. That's a real video game sentence, huh? You know I gotta have my sword fuel. Okay, so that's the breakable, which we get at from up there, which we get to by going this way. The Icon of Sin. This is from a previous Doom game. Was it Doom 2? Or maybe it was Doom 64? I don't remember. There's a lot of... I feel like a lot of references in here to Doom 64, so it could be a Doom 64 thing. I never actually finished Doom 64. As it is written in the prophecies of ancient Sentinel scripture, the Titans, towering elder demons of the infernal age, would return unearthed from their immortal slumber. The Titans are believed to be harbingers of the end times, primordial forces of chaos and destruction. Born from the tortured spirit of the betrayer's son, it was by Hell's unholy design that the Icon of Sin was given flesh. Fearsome Titan, forged from the essence of mortal suffering, once bore a human soul. A soul now transmogrified and entombed within the still-beating heart of its former self. Oh, it's like Demonception. I hate that joke. I'm not happy with myself for having done that. Let's just move on. If this were any other game, I'd be like, oh, that's the wall run surface. No, it's Doom. Just fling yourself into the air and hope. Doom is fundamentally a game about hope, right? the hope that you can rip and tear so well that none of... What? Was this the right way? Hold on. Where am I supposed to... Oh, I see. I just missed my turn off entirely there. Hold on. Did I miss anything across? Okay, I was going to say, that would have been a pretty good place to hide a thing. Directly across from the green light. Well, doesn't look like there's anything I need to stay up here for. Can't make it to that gap. That gap is curious, though, right? I guess I don't really need to fight you guys. Here we go. Here's stuff to fight. Well, they finally gave me a reason to really care about this thing. And I like that they gave me an enemy who restores my ammo without me needing to spend chainsaw fuel. So that I can try to have chainsaw fuel available for the bigger and more dangerous... For one-shotting bigger and more dangerous enemies. Did that not... Nope, I missed my window. Well, not perfect, but it'll have to do. So are we supposed to be going... Yeah, we're supposed to be going across. That was why they were over here, to draw my attention. Apparently I lose the glory kill opportunity when I freeze them. So we can't go this way. That really does seem significant, though, don't you think? Aha! Here we go. I mean, it had to be something, right? In fact, one of my favorite things. Gameplay. We start all secret combat encounters with the ballista out now. That's just how we do things. Okay, that counts as a headshot. I hard missed him there, I think. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done this. Who's still alive? I do wish that was a little clearer. Okay. Well, let's do it again. Alright, we know what we need to do. Punch this guy, then blast him a couple of times. Blast him a couple of times. Well, this just... Yeah, okay. Probably a good idea. Oh! What a time to miss. Come on, come on, come on. Did I get it? I didn't get it. But I did get it in the sense that I at least refilled my ammo. So we can try it again. This is honestly probably not a good time for the for that thing. Okay, that time we got it. Ballista, not always the right tool. Okay, jump across the thing, and can I get up on this? Because I don't think I can... not sure if I'm able to double jump to that. Is there a way that I could approach this problem from slightly higher? I mean... Oh! That's significant. Okay, there you go. That's how you do that thing. Really, if I was trying to maximize my travelable distance there, I should have double jumped off of the pole thing instead of using a dash, because of, again, how much extra room the game gives you to grab stuff off of the dash. Oh, this is not ideal. There we go. Grab with the other arm. It's a little bit wild that it actually matters which arm you're holding onto the wall with, like, because you can only rotate so far. It won't let you just turn around and have the Doom guy switch arms automatically. Oh, great. Well, if I was a buff totem, do you mind... Really? Wait. I thought... Well, we found it. I thought when I failed to pick up the chainsaw fuel, that was telling me that I was at full fuel. But apparently I just failed to pick up the chainsaw fuel because Doom guy didn't want that fuel. It's like, this isn't my usual brand. Okay, apparently I did a thing. Not really trying to. Okay, so yeah, it has to be a weapon that's capable of doing weak spot damage. That's not so difficult. I'm not sure if the lock-on... Okay, it looks like maybe the lock-on's not really working because it's hitting the shield. We're gonna punch him, and then just fire at the sled directly. The Maker drones look like they are not melee fighters, but it seems to me that I might be getting just like aggressively body checked by them. You just sit still for a second. Okay, that's helpful. I am surviving basically on the back of having gotten so many health and armor upgrades that I can bank enough energy to... Damn it. Everybody's meleeing me and doing knockback. It's a real problem. Okay, hold on. Gotta get this prowler. Okay, that's a problem solved. Need the extra damage from the zoom. And then, you know, this is probably actually not a time for this. I know, not time for the super shotgun. Sounds like blasphemy. And not like the fun kind of blasphemy that the entire game is, but the other kind of blasphemy, where Doomguy gets mad at you, which is not a thing that I want in my life. Not an energy that it is a good idea to invite. Do you guys mind? Oh, that was a headshot. That's not where the head is. Come on, going to glory kill mode. Doing a really good job of narrowly trailing him across the room and not actually hitting him with any bullets. You know, I feel like the first recording session after a weekend's always a little bit... Is this where I came in? No, this is not where I came in. Yeah, the first recording session after weekend's always a little bit less, good. Always a little bit terrible. I guess that hole in the wall might actually be the critical path. Yeah, I guess so. Trying to make sure I'm not missing anything under ledges. You know how they love to put stuff under ledges. Alright. So, we have a weapon mastery token. We have 2 weapon mastery tokens. What do I even want to use these on? Don't really like the microwave beam. I really do like the lock-on burst. You know, to be perfectly honest with you, the energy shield could totally be useful. I could see this being an upgrade that I should be using more of. And we're just gonna skip that mastery challenge. We're going to give the energy shield version of the chain gun a try here. I never remember to flip to the chain gun. It's just too far to the right on the number keys. And then, is there... What have we not bought the upgrades for? I guess we may as well just spend the weapon points, right? They're not doing anything for me sitting in my inventory. So the mastery on this is definitely interesting. Yeah, kill 15 pinkies, that's just not happening. There may not be 15 pinkies left. Alright, so let me... Okay. We'll put that in that mode and have that be the thing we are ready to use in combat. Where am I actually going here? Am I going all the way across to that other pole? I mean, I guess we could probably do that. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay, whew. That wasn't very secret. It was visible while just moving along the normal critical path. Although, I suppose, I miss stuff that fits that description all the time. Well, what is the purpose of that? Like, what do you need that wall for? Ah, because that's... Hold on. I've managed to go backwards, is what's going on here. Yeah, like, look at that. Did you see how much... It gave me a full second dash there. So, the answer is, yes, this is how we came in. I just had not turned around to get the weapon token. Okay, so then forward is anywhere else. I mean, forward is this gate over here that looks like it's not traversable. How do we make it traversable? Or how do we punch a hole in the wall nearby? Aha! There's a platform up there is how. The Khan Maker. Definitely not God. Not even kind of God. A supreme being destiny bound to lead all of Urdak until the next Khan is born. I mean, it's God-esque. I don't want to say God-like, but certainly God-esque. Alright, so is this just gonna temporarily open that thing and I gotta rush down there and get through it? Yes, that is in fact exactly what is happening here. They don't want you to be able to come back. Oh, sorry. You're kind of a real enemy a little bit. I should probably get at least one glory kill here. Oh, right, I'm not allowed to chainsaw you under any circumstances. You definitely get the blood punch. Do so love to have a blood punch. He's got to be close. I put a lot of faith in that estimation there. Yeah, it's probably safe to hurl myself toward him. Aha! Prowl this. Prowl. What does that even mean? Prowl this. Again, I guess it's a good sign. The fact that I can't be clever is a good sign I got myself in that Doom headspace. I mean, that sort of looks like you could stand on it. Is there... Okay, no. There's nothing tucked away behind that weird head-like structure. So I kind of thought... Ooh. So I kind of thought after that big combat arena that we started the episode with, that we were going to be catapulted into the final level, but it looks like there's a whole extra level here, so probably this is not the final episode then. I miscalculated. Or misestimated, I guess, because it was a total guess. Don't just run at me. You have missile pods. Use missiles on me. I did not mean to catch that post. That was actually really bad. Kind of screwed my rhythm up. Armor! Need more armor. Did I not... No, I did not kill him. Okay, there we go. That's something I need to deal with. Oh. The game is way too generous with the, yeah, that. In a way that's actually causing me a lot of problems here. I didn't get I didn't get the slowdown I was expecting there. Obviously, that was my whole plan in that moment, was to get a perfect slowdown 180 scoped headshot. Okay. Man, those guys really are just like resource pinatas. Well, that seems important. Do you mind? I was gonna say, it sounds like there's another real enemy somewhere. Found him. Yeah, that was not ideal. I can't tell if I'm doing extra damage with headshots. It doesn't look like it. Alright, you get frost bombed. That'll make you drop some extra stuff too. Just trying to get back to some kind of reasonable level of defensive resources here. And I still have full chainsaw fuel because we've completely stopped using our chainsaw, because I am now thinking of it purely as an offensive weapon. Oh, howdy. Come on. Damn it. Apparently never quite got the threshold. Well, tiny amount of armor over here. Alright, now let's do the thing. Well, this is a little bit of an upgrade for you, buddy.
System acquired. Setting a course for the Earth dimension now.
I can see now. Am I the father upgraded?
Yes, you're Sword of God. Congratulations on your promotion.
Rings a line before it's too late. The gate must be reactivated. The longer the icon of sin is on Earth, the stronger he will become.
Alright, I'm working on it. You know, you put Hayden in control of your Doom Fortress one time and he gets all pushy. I suppose we ought to go up there for completeness' sake, even though we absolutely do not need the point. Is this the right way to do this, I wonder? Yeah, there we go. We saw it, right? And we saw the obvious way in, so we may as well grab it. Okay. Oh, real enemies. Realish. Apparently I'm, like, at some point not that long ago, I must have gotten really bad at actually getting the grenades in their mouths. Here. There we go. It's good, good cartoony sound effects. Okay, so I gotta align another lens here. Now that Vega's in control of the systems, I do feel a little bit better about just, like, trusting these teleporter rings. Okay, well apparently the game thinks this is going to be a fairly serious combat arena. Let's get a real gun out. I mean, I'm looking for the dangerous enemies and not really seeing them. Oh, fire just came up underneath me. Yep, there's an archvile. Let's just get as much armor as we can off of him. This might be a good time actually for a bigger gun. Okay, I need to disengage here. Where's that Hell Knight? I want to blood punch that Hell Knight. Boom. I don't like it when you do that. This is a risky maneuver. I just had a very important moment there. I tried to use my frost grenade and it was on cooldown. You know what that means? I'm actually using the frost grenade enough for that to be a concern. It's a huge day for me. You know what? Lost souls everywhere. This actually might be a good time for me to chainsaw something. Can you chainsaw the archvile? Oh no! I was about to say, oh, I'll just get the pain elemental. That'll do the job. Missed. But an invisible normal demon came out of nowhere, and now everything's all screwed up. I don't know where that guy came from. Alright, that's good. Need a little bit of this. That was less armor than I was hoping for. Okay. Oh my god, I am taking so much damage from every side. Oof, yeah, that's... I'm playing slow. I can feel it. I can feel that I am making decisions slower than I usually do. Just, I'm not 100% back in Slayer space here. It's alright, we'll get there. Just light a guy up, get ourselves some early armor. Chainsaw resets faster if you... Or not really, chainsaw. The flamethrower resets faster if you light people up while they are on fire. Okay. Hopefully that stuff will stay on the ground. It seems like armor doesn't stay on the ground for all that long. There he is. I was waiting for the archvile to spawn so we could do our initial focus over here. I don't actually have a good sense of how many rockets it takes to kill one of these things. But I think we should try to find out. How did he... He's like... I keep losing sight of him around terrain, and it's causing him to evade my, my lock-on. Quite accidentally, I'm sure, but it's still frustrating. I think part of the problem with this, part of the problem I'm having here is that I'm not used to the sounds that the Maker drones make yet, and I keep thinking that there's something else. Come on. There it is. Alright, we're going to try this again. There we go. Invalid target. I was going to say, you can absolutely chainsaw those guys. I have done it before. Where the hell is my arch file? See, right there. That time, he absolutely did not disappear behind anything. I didn't lose visual on him. The lock just fell off of him. I guess that must be a power they have? Certainly not one I had realized. Let's go for some of this, because I could really use the armor. Okay, you are going to need a little bit of special treatment. Although I appreciate you standing right next to the normal Mancubus while taking it. Perhaps unwise. Nope, everything's fine, actually. You just get into a rhythm with the meat hook, but man, it's not exactly like a super safe tool to use in the way that I'm using it. Okay. Thing about a dodge is that applied inappropriately, it actually makes you more vulnerable, not less vulnerable. Okay. Looks like we're... Nope. One more guy to kill. Before I can look around here in peace. So they want our eyes focused in one direction. They made that pretty clear. Obviously, we gotta look in the other direction first. Alright, I guess let's come over here and see what we can see. Weird that there are two... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. None of these statues can be knocked over. Can't go in there yet. Don't actually know where we're going. Hi. Oh, that didn't kill him, huh? Really? There we go. Oh, also, apparently, it does not take a lot of... we're going to wait until our flamethrower is back for these guys. It does not take a lot of pellets from the super shotgun to make these normal enemies stagger. They do just call them Maker Angels. It says Angel right there on the tin. Well, this looks significant-ish. That's a secret. Although, again, we're using a very loose definition of that word because it's plainly visible just in the open. That's pretty cute, too. Okay. Where am I going? A objective indicator. Help a brother out. Go align a celestial ring over there. You know, over where I was, I think. Was I supposed to... I might have gone the wrong direction. Well... How do I do that? It's just showing me the location of the... Okay, well... The green lights are over here. There's a button. There are buttons. I'm just not stepping on the buttons. Like I've already forgotten how the rules of the area work.
God-Maker needs Earth to be consumed by the demons, or her world will die.
Trying to get to a height where I can hit that without having to spend any dashes, because those things do not replenish your dashes. Okay, we found our way to the other side of that door anyway. We'll get there eventually. There it is. I was like, what was the source of that big noise? It certainly wasn't this normal demon guy down here. These guys seem less intimidating than they used to, right? I remember that there was a time not that long ago, because the game hasn't been that long, where that guy would show up and I would have a visceral sense of panic. I mean, honestly, maybe all that changed is I stopped panicking so much. That's entirely possible. Okay. So we opened this and created... I don't know where we're at on ammo for all of our guns. Now I do. Everything's fine. That's terrible. Why scope in at this range? I'm pretty much just fighting demons wherever I can fight demons. I think mostly because it feels like what the Doom guy does. But I don't even know if we're going the right way here. Look at that. I did it. I actually used the double lock-on capability. Alright, that's a cyber mancubus. I know those projectiles. What am I doing? Another problem with the chain gun, or rather why I keep using the, Jesus. I'm getting constantly hit from all sides. I don't even know what I'm fighting. Another problem with remembering to use the chain gun is, we get into that situation a lot, where the reason I switched to the heavy cannon is that I ran out of ammo in the gun I was using. Like, I almost never choose to use the heavy cannon. Okay, dealt with that guy a lot faster this time. That's probably good. Cyber Mancubus is determined to kill our enemies for us, which is maybe a thing I should just let him do for a while. Nah, I don't want to have to worry about him hitting me in the back. Alright, so kill him and then get back up top, because falling down into this bottom hallway area is just like a recipe for getting attacked from all sides, apparently. See, these guys, well, they're a big problem when you don't deal with them quickly, even if they're not like necessarily super dangerous under most circumstances. Because they're fast and they get behind you and then you don't know what's hitting you. Let's try to soften this area up a little bit. I'm getting Hell Knighted a little bit. That's not what I meant to. Well, I guess, actually it's for the best, because I didn't have enough chainsaw fuel to chainsaw the other thing anyway. Come on, drop resources while taking damage. I'll say this, they're a tiny bit more intimidating when there's lots of other stuff shooting at you to get distracted by. But I think we still have a Cyber Mancubus up, right? Because that green fire is pretty distinctive. Alright. This is not ideal. Rockets. I think this should do it. He's very damaged. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can hit one of those headshots. And then rocket lock the Prowler. To make my life a little bit easier. Do our best to actually make it to 3 chainsaw fuel. You know what? I have my blood punch. Let's go deal with the Mancubus now. Okay, those guys are easy. As long as you have a blood punch to spare, those guys are easy. Definitely overkill on the Maker Drone. Right. Give myself a little bit of airtime here. That'll be an easy source of some health. And then we're going to try... There we go. Try to do that. Well, I thought I'd actually hit that... I think I just shot a rocket between that Prowler's legs. I'm trying not to spend all of the rockets and also all of the lock-on time to get a proper lock on that dude. I should have double locked there. Yeah, Maker Drones. Okay. Honestly, you know, we can throw a blood punch on this guy as well. I almost never use it as a way of regenerating health, I feel like. 'Cause that's what it's really for, right? That would have been a really good time to hit that. 8 health? Have we seen any health just laying around the arena? I don't really think so. Ooh, almost died there. I don't really want to spend the blade. Alright. We'll do it this way. I mean, I know they're... Ow. I don't even know what hit me there. Why am I having such a hard time hitting stuff? There we go. Health and armor. Okay, a little bit. And then immediately lose it. That's alright. Now we have this guy. Oh, sword fuel. He has got to be close, right? Okay, there we go. I needed some way to get a little bit of health back so that I could breathe, and then also some rockets. Obviously, you can never have enough rockets. Ow, what is wrong with you? Also, if I'm going to try to use rockets as a weapon, I need a little bit of health back because of the way that I frequently fire my rockets. I was kind of hoping if we hit him with the edge of an explosion, it would stagger him, but such luck. Alright, you. Well, alright, I'll take it. Okay, what were we doing? What door did we unlock?
By awakening the icon of sin inside her, the seal has been broken. Now the demons may pass through the void as never before. You have brought her people and this lonely place eternal damnation. But it was arrogant to bring the dormant icon here. Her hubris has shattered paradise.
Why does this let you climb so high? Is there a reason to be all the way up here? I guess that's kind of a long distance. I don't really think it's fair for me to take any of the blame for this. She is the one who built the icon of sin. Like, he's telling me I have brought place eternal damnation. This is not my fault. If everybody would have just gotten out of my way while I ripped and tore all of the problems, everything would have been fine. And for the record, whoever builds the icon of sin, that's the one who's responsible for what the icon of sin does. Do you mind? Okay, so we just gotta find our way to the third lens now. I have no idea how to do that. I guess we should probably focus a little bit here. Wow, the area on that is considerably larger than I had realized. Okay, weird lack of audio on the end of that queue. Okay, feeling better. We are one chainsaw fuel off of a big demon chainsaw kill, so a thing to look for. Boy, those statues are definitely making me a little nervous now. Also, hello. Well, we're doing a great job of finding the toys. There's still... Wait, is that... Oh, I thought this was a ledge down here. Okay. It would be really nice if we could find that other secret encounter. I mean, it's got to be... It's either got to be really soon or we already passed it. One of those two things must be the case. And my suspicion is we probably already passed it. Okay, so we went the other way. I mean, it could just be in this central ring here. Hey, we'll look for it when we hit the fast travel, which will be shortly. Wow, I just barely made that. Okay, buff totem nearby. A thing to take seriously. And would you look at that? I feel like I'm getting better at that. Ow. Who dares? Now, hold on. Let's get a little more raised position. You know how I feel about fighting things from above. That was a bad time for me to fall like that while I was already firing the rockets from the lock. That's interesting. He was flickering like he was glory killable while he was still up and moving around. And he definitely did not get glory killed when I did the thing. I know about the guy who is on top of me. I was trying to resolve my other problems first. Alright. Oh hey, this guy will help. Restore all my stuff. Okay, I need to replenish my blood punch. Is there anything up here? No. And in fact, you can't even climb on that. Oh, that's a real enemy too. You know what I need, actually, is just rockets. Where's something to chainsaw? I mean, I guess there's stuff to chainsaw in that. Alright, let's do it. This is perhaps inadvisable. You get a chainsaw. That's not... It's a very effective lookout, sir, maneuver. Then we're gonna get away from this wall, because it's killing me. We're gonna disregard our ordinary weak point strategies. And we're just gonna throw explosive damage at them as hard as we can. You know what? Actually, give me more of this. That would actually have been a really good spot for a BFG, I suppose. I blood punched the one Cyberman Cubus in half. He is actually dead. Okay, I think we've killed most of the real enemies, most of the non-fodder enemies, except for, obviously, the big dude, the Baron. That's not a Baron. I can't keep the names of these Doom enemies straight, apparently. Oh, that's not good. I thought he looked like he was really staggered. Doing my best to use the environment against him here. Oh, I didn't quite actually get behind the post there. Okay. We got him. Super chainsaw, super shotgun. Ah! A super shotgun can solve any problem if you just apply it enough times, was what I was about to say. That's the first jump scare I've ever experienced in a Doom game, because I didn't play Doom 3. Jump scares are less scary if you have a super shotgun in your hands. Okay. I guess it doesn't really look like there's anything to do except go forward. Let's maybe go forward with this out. Or the chain gun. You know what? Let's do it with the chain gun. Also, I'm not going to lie, I'm not developing an understanding of these areas as much as I feel like I usually do in a game. I am very much trusting the objective indicator, which is definitely part of what is leading me to missing secrets, I think. I have no idea where we are relative to almost anything else that we've done here. You end up moving so fast at the combat arenas, it's just like, it's very difficult to keep track of what's around the... Like, I managed to build the space of the combat arena itself in my head, but I lose track of where we are relative to everything else in the level.
Fully aligned, the dimensional gate to Earth is now open. Get to the landing platform and pass through the portal. Earth does not have much time left.
Pass through the portal, by which I mean hurl yourself into that giant energy vortex. Definitely a real good idea. Have I mentioned that I don't necessarily trust Samuel Hayden? Maybe it's just that he's got a real sort of Decepticon voice. Or maybe not even voice. Maybe it's more of a Decepticon delivery. Overkill. You know what, actually, I could use that. Alright, no reason to be walking around without your blood punch charged. And I thought we were basically done with the level there, but that's a chainsaw fuel I just got, so probably not. I slightly overestimated how much damage that was going to be doing to him. The aerial headshot does feel cool. Okay. I mean, we are maxed out on weapon points from combat challenges, so maybe we're actually done. That all looks very significant. What's over here? Was this just an alternate path I could have taken? Nope, it's just my helmet. This is mine. I left it here. I forgot it. Okay. So, this is just the purple no jumping goop, right? I'm not going to die if I touch this. It is steaming. But, like, these don't... Yeah, they don't look like just shootables. Alright, well, I guess let's step into the goop. Oh, Jesus. Again, jump scares in Doom. That's not even really, like... Ugh. Don't like being in water. Makes me feel vulnerable. This is that giant bird thing all over again. Alright, well that will probably affect the water level. Drain some of the water into this little side chamber. So yeah, I'm guessing we have one more one more big challenge to come here. No, you know what? Maybe that chainsaw fuel was just like, here, have some chainsaw fuel. Maybe it was the level trying to be nice to me. Because that's what levels in Doom do, right? They're just really nice to you. Okay, there's the fast travel. Alright, where do we think our missed combat encounter could be? How about right there? That could be it. You know, the thing that's obviously it. Wish it was more obvious to me which of these things was which. Okay, here we go. Let's go get it. Is it this way? Yeah. So to the left, we're going to find a way outside. Yep, and that's going to... Okay. Wait a minute. I was over here before. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why that was happening. This is probably not the way to that thing. Hold on a second. Right, because it looks like it... Oh, yep, it's right there. Alright, a 1-up, and then... Let's try it. So is it going to take place in here in the hallway? Did I really not kill him? Okay. I mean, you can just go to the face. These guys are not totally trivial to kill quickly. Hey, guy. Perhaps you could die. Alright, we spent a sword charge for that, but I think it was worth it. Also, the free life that I got, immediately wasted. I thought I remembered it taking fewer rockets than that, but apparently not. So we could also try to get a toy. Oh, it looks like there is sword fuel that I got close enough to see, but not close enough to actually pick up. Where's the teleporter that's... Yeah, let's use this one. Because I would like that sword point. I think that's pretty valuable. Also, there's like another thing just in this room? No, across. Oh yeah, that's totally a thing you can stand up on. I was so busy looking for stuff to interact with on the walls. So how would we... I didn't get the auto map somehow, despite the fact that I was absolutely in this room. Because I circle strafed around the entire room looking inward. Which is a little silly. Although the auto map doesn't actually do anything. So it looks like... Ah, I see. It looks like I should have turned around in the doorway here, because there is a climbable. Although I would not have seen it right away. Okay, I'll take that. We don't need it, I don't think, but I'll take it. And then... show me the fast travels. It'll be... Honestly, forward from where we were standing might actually have been the right way to do this. So it looks... Huh. How would we get that? Let's go back a little bit here and see if we can figure this out. So it's in here. Okay, well, straightforward enough. Alright, some Quake 2 music, I'm into that. Quake's a little bit more industrial metal. Like, I think that the games are inextricably linked to the kind of music that inspired them, really. And, like, Quake's a little bit more like Nine Inch Nails, kind of. It's not really my thing so much. As much as, like, the heavy metal of Doom is, but it's still good. It's still fine. So hold on. How am I going to get... I guess the Abyss of Sanctuary teleporter is the right way to go here. Because, like, these very much are. I feel like for Doom and Quake, it is true. And it's to some degree true of a lot of games, and certainly games of certain genres more than others. But I think it's more true of Doom and Quake than maybe any other games in history. They just, like, are a genre of music translated into a video game. It just so happens to be some music that I really like. A lot of weird noises. I'm getting a lot of weird noises. Okay, here's where the secret is. I was telling you, it's always underneath. No. That wall is not grabbable. You actually do have to come in at the right height. I'm not 100% sure that this is the intended angle of approach. Okay, a toy of the con maker. That feels like a big deal. As far as toys go, so there's a cheat code left, and that's the one that was over here. Well, I mean, at this point we may as well, right? So that's... yeah. We're not going to use it. I'm not going to go back to another level. We already went back to the levels. So it's not like I need the cheat code. But I want the cheat code. How did we get up there? Oh, there's an elevator in this room, right? Yeah, this is the one that has the elevator. See, I told you, having a little bit of trouble conceptualizing the space, remembering where we are relative to other stuff. The amount of teleporting in this level doesn't really help. Okay, so out the door and turn left. There's a whole area that I maybe didn't even go into, it looks like. Okay, so there's ammo pickups here to signal... ooh, hey, that floor there is not real. I just slid down through that floor. So if I jump off of this, is it going to put me back up, or... nope, it spawned me on the lower level. Well, that's annoying. Alright, let's try that again. So we definitely can't just go up and over. Yeah, I mean, it looks like you're supposed to... oh, there's a breakable right in the wall there that I just totally missed. There we go. This area... ooh. Berserk power-up mode is a pretty cool cheat code, though. This area has got a really cool aesthetic. I like the parts of this level that are these weird, like, almost technological roots. It's a cool fusion of the themes of the level. Wait, Infernal Demodulator? This is the opposite of where I wanted to go. I jumped into the first item on the list instead of the last. Hold on. I just saw that there's sword energy over here. We're going to go grab that. The whole reason I went back in the first place was I was like, oh, we should get the sword energy. And then I spaced, because I am a champion at spacing. If immediately forgetting stuff was an Olympic event, imagine the endorsement deals. Alright, back here to the terrifying vivisection pool. Oh, hey. Wait a minute. This looks like a thing we ought to look at. That's pretty weird. Are these souls? I mean, we know the whole place is soul-powered. Weird. Okay. Shall we?
The Godmaker is near. She cannot let you leave this place alive. She is invulnerable when she has the orb within her chest. Once removed, her defenses will be down.
Okay, I know how to remove an orb from a thing.
We have survived, made others sacrifice in the name of our prosperity, so that they may in turn find redemption.
Hey, that all sounds familiar.
You, a human, once a mortal, to defy our traditions.
Well, I'm the guy with the super shotgun. And that's pretty much all it takes. Okay, so we gotta get the orb out of her chest. Shoot her to temporarily disable her shield or fill the blood punch while she's vulnerable. Meat hook to get in close, blood punch to deal damage. I do so love to have an excuse to use the meat hook. Okay, so we just gotta peel her armor by any means necessary. And I mean, shooting her with this is working, but we could probably do better. Yeah, that's not bad. Wow. I'm taking a huge amount of damage constantly. It's like the entire arena is on fire at all times, it looks like. She must have done an attack that set this whole walkway on fire, and I just didn't notice because the floor is the opposite of the direction I'm looking. There we go. The slow motion's very helpful. Okay, I'm feeling healthy. Ow. Yeah, that's absolutely what happened. In a fight where you have to constantly be looking up, they have attacks doing ground effects. That's crummy. Oh, I think I might have shot the projectile out of the air there. Alright. Sorry. That's a bad habit. Alright, so this is working. How about the ballista? What kind of damage does the ballista do? Oh, it's pretty good, actually. I don't know if it's actually better sustained DPS than the plasma cannon, or plasma rifle, but it's certainly not bad. Ow. Do not use rocket launchers while not paying attention to where you're strafing. Okay. Ah, damn it. Okay, meat hook definitely not the right weapon for this phase. But sometimes it seems like the air slowdown rune cools down really quickly, and sometimes it really, really doesn't. Let's try unmaking her. Just a little bit. Oh my. Just saying there's some Argent ammo in the middle of the room, you know. I was kind of wondering why they started you with the meat hook instead of making you buy the upgrade. Now we know, because they wanted to make a fight where the meat hook is actually a necessary part of the thing. Which is fine with me, I love the meat hook. Hey, maybe don't go out onto this part of the battlefield, huh? Ow. On. Kaboom! That was nice of him to like dodge in such a way that it actually made it easier for me to shoot the head. Okay, I'm out of Argent ammo. And there's not another pickup. I mean, the rocket launcher seemed to be getting the job done pretty quickly. Even more quickly than I was expecting. I guess I should be doing the lock-ons so that I know I won't miss. Come on. Alright, there we go. Do I have any lives left? I don't remember. I mean, listen, if we end up losing here and I have to repeat this, this is absolutely repeatable. Right, we have I don't wanna overstate it. But we've already gotten, I think, pretty good at this fight. So she takes damn it. They come up out of nowhere. There's so many of them, and by many I mean like 3. But it's still, you know, it feels like a lot. Also, you can't really slide past stuff the way I really want to. Yeah, that's very effective. Come on. Yeah! There was a little bit of a leap of faith involved there. This is me assuming I was going to be able to, oh, look at that well-timed dodge. Assuming I was going to be able to trigger the end of the state. Why aren't you locking? I mean, I can just fire. It's not a big deal, but it should be locking. There we go. I guess there's a maximum range on the lock, maybe? Come on. That's not a place I want to be. Jump, jump. Ah, damn it. So, it seems like either she did the attack more just kind of randomly there, or maybe over the course of the fight as her health gets lower, she does it to a larger area, but it seemed like almost the entire arena was not safe to stand on there. There was like one small platform that I could be on safely. Also, it's really frustrating that she, just do the thing, there we go. It's really frustrating that she takes one rocket more than 2 lock-ons to put down. This is like a very inconvenient amount of damage. Okay, we need more rockets. I mean, I don't have to do this with rockets, but it's very easy to do it with rockets. I'm trying to get out of the fire, but Jesus, there's so much of it. Okay. Easy enough. What am I doing? Yeah, when you get kind of close to one of these things, they really push you back a considerable distance, and not always, like, they push you a considerable distance, is what I should say, because it's not actually usually away from them. A lot of the time I feel like it's pretty lateral. Which is part of what's causing the problem, is I'm getting moved in directions I'm not expecting to get moved. So that should be enough rockets for probably 2 more volleys. I probably don't actually have to be stopping to pull ammo after each volley. Why? Okay. A lot of my weapon tools do not actually want to work when I want them to work. I got into a period there where my meat hook just didn't want to go. Oh, okay, that time it was just 2 volleys. I wonder... It does seem like she takes a little bit more damage than usual while she's actually charging up her purple stuff attack. Because apparently Sunny D is a tool of the demons. And again, like, stuff just not working how I'm expecting it to work. Why didn't I get a slowdown there? Okay, that should give us enough to make this happen. There's my slowdown. You know, when I don't need it at all. And in fact, on 3 consecutive jumps. Oh, I thought I was going to have to do it one more time. It was more of a life bar and less of a number of lives.
You have destroyed all that I was meant to rule. And all just to protect them. In servants to our beliefs. You have broken the holy seal of Urdak. Your transgressions here will jeopardize all of creation.
I feel like what they're doing here is like a little unfair, because now we're up close and we're supposed to be like, oh god, she looks so evil. But everybody looks evil if you rip all their skin off and shoot them with rockets a bunch of times. Like, oh no. Not the mysterious voice. Yeah, okay, Samuel, for once I am 100% in agreement. I have no misgivings. We should definitely not be here. Just showing off a little bit there, not even using his air dash to correct. Ooh, double blood punch. You know what my problem with blood punch was? It wasn't enough blood punches. And also, apparently I completed all the challenges without remembering what they were. Alright. I do believe this might be the end on account of, you know, it says Final Sin right there. Okay, obviously, we gotta stop here. I do not have time, sadly, today, to destroy the Icon of Sin. The fate of mankind must hang in the balance for 24 more hours. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time. It's going to be a hell of a climax, I assume, and we'll see you then.